Hello.
And all I pray when I meet them is they don't shrink from me. Beneath the light of your sincerity, I know you
Hello.
see
Welcome to our second week of ASU Community Yoga. My name is Layla. I'll be guiding you through your practice this evening. So let's start in a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide, forehead on the mat. Extending the arms forward, hips towards the heels as you lengthen the spine. Rocking your forehead from side to side. Massaging your third eye center. And begin to settle in on your mat. Allow your hips to be heavy, resting your chest towards the ground. Working to bring your armpits towards the floor. Maybe separating the knees a little bit more so you can get more settled into the hips. And then we'll start to come through the breath. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Take an extra sip of air. Hold and exhale out the mouth. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Take an extra sip of air.
all my love, it belongs to you. Belongs to you. Baby, I know. Baby, I know. Baby, I know it's true.
Beautiful. So continue to settle in on your mat. Maybe set an intention for your practice. What brought you on your mat this evening? This could be a physical intention or an emotional or spiritual intention. Whether that be more patience, grace, clarity, self-love, or to increase your capacity for love. See what brought you here. Continue to breathe in and out the nose. Notice any areas that might be feeling sticky or tight. See if you can breathe into those spots. Maybe allow your exhale to be longer than your inhale to release any tension your body may be holding. We'll stay for an inhale and stay for an exhale. On your next inhale, we'll walk our hands over to the right. Left hand is gonna come on top of the right hand. If you would like a deeper side stretch, you can place your right hand by your right knee, bring your left elbow to the ground, and your left hand can come in between the shoulder blades, and you can walk your left elbow over to the right. Feeling compression through the right side and expansion through the left. And then on your next inhale, we'll walk our hands over to the left. Right palm will come on top of the left hand. If you would like more, left hand can come by your left knee, bend into the right elbow. Right hand can come in between the shoulder blades and continue to walk your right elbow over to the left. Feeling the compression through the left side and length through the right. And then on your next inhale, we'll come back to center, settle in. And then we're gonna come forward into a tabletop, shoulders over wrist, hips over your knees, tops of the feet on your mat. We're gonna inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward, widen through your collarbone, coming into a cow pose. And then on your exhale, you're gonna push the floor away, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, around, tuck and squeeze. One more inhale, drop the belly. And exhale around the spine. Begin to glide the hips back into a child's pose, settle in. We're gonna move into a child's pose, into an upward dog, coming into a flow. So on your next inhale, we'll come forward, bring the shoulders over your wrists, tops of the feet on your mat, shoulders away from the ears. And then on your exhale, you'll glide the hips back, coming into a child's pose. Inhale, begin to come forward, chest is forward. Exhale, glide the hips back. 2 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, glide the hips back. Last one. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, glide it back, child's pose. This time we'll come all the way forward onto the belly, coming into Sphinx pose. Your forearms are gonna come onto the mat. Elbows are right below your shoulders. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Press the tops of the feet on your mat. We'll get into the neck, so bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Bring the head down and around and forward, rocking your head from side to side. And then bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And then drop your head down and around and forward, right ear, right shoulder. So keep going on your own from side to side. Maybe pausing in areas that might feel sticky or tight, maybe taking your time and spending a little bit more time there. If you would like, you can bring your head back and around for a full circle, switching directions at any time. Keep breathing for 3. Find stillness in 2. And 1, come back to center. We're gonna bend into the right knee, bring the right heel towards the right glute. So maybe this is enough for you, getting a stretch through the top of the right thigh. You can use an assist and take the right hand, bring it to the top of the right foot, and bring the foot closer to the glute. Breathing into the top of the right thigh. If you want more of a chest opener, you can straighten into the left arm and bring the chest and heart a little bit more forward. Breathing in and out the nose. And then bend into the left elbow, release the right leg. Come back onto your forearms and bring the right knee in line with the hip. You're getting more of an opener into the hip. If you want more, you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press the chest and heart forward, opening up through your pelvis. Breathing here. Now we'll come back onto your forearms. Left arm is gonna come out to the left side, left ear on your mat, right hand by your right shoulder, and then you're gonna open up the shoulder by bringing the right toes behind the left leg. Keeping the left ear on the mat as if you're trying to listen for the ground beneath you. Breathe into your inner left shoulder. And then come back to center. Reset, come back into your Sphinx pose. We're gonna fire up the core. And so we're gonna curl the toes, lift the hips, lengthen through your side body, coming into a forearm plank. Engage the inner thighs, building heat from the inside out. Crown of the head is reaching forward, slight tuck of the chin, neck is long. We'll stay for an inhale and stay for an exhale. On your next inhale, you're gonna drop the belly, come back onto the ground, tops of the feet on the floor. Bend into the left knee, drive the left heel towards the glute. If you want more, you can take your left hand, grab for the top of the left foot, and drive the heel closer to the glute. If you want more of a chest opener, you can press into the right palm, bring the chest and heart forward as you straighten your right arm. Breathe into the top of your left thigh. Drop the right elbow, release the left leg. Left arm is on the ground. Bring the left knee in line with the hip. Opening up your pelvis. If you want more, you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Breathing into your pelvis, settle in. And then we'll come all the way down to the ground. Right arm out to the right side, right ear on your mat, left hand by your left shoulder. And then you're gonna open and send the left foot behind the right leg, opening up through your right shoulder. Breathing into your inner right shoulder, breathing in and out the nose. And then come back to center. Coming back into Sphinx pose. And then we're gonna curl the toes, coming back into a forearm plank. Energize through your heels. Moving into dolphin pose, we're gonna walk our feet towards our shoulders, towards our elbows until the tailbone is nice and high. Keep breathing, keep awakening the shoulders. For 3, keep breathing for 2, and 1, come back into your forearm plank, and then drop the pelvis, drop the feet, nothing to do, back in Sphinx pose. Now we're gonna come up into a tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over your knees, tops of the feet on your mat. Left hand is gonna stay grounded on the floor, right arm is up to the sky, circle into the wrist, going in one direction, and go the opposite direction. We're gonna take a twisted flow, so inhale, rise, exhale, thread it through. Inhale, come back up, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Let's do one more. Inhale up. Exhale. This time we'll hold. Bring the right shoulder to the mat. And keep your left hand underneath your left shoulder. From here, if you'd like to take a balance, you can curl the left toes, straighten the left leg, and maybe this is where you stay. If you want more, you can lift the left leg up to the sky. If you want more, you can bend into the right knee and lift the right toes up to the sky. Beautiful. So if you have the right knee bent, set the right foot back down. We're gonna press into the left hand, bring the right arm forward, left leg is back, coming into a balancing tabletop. So inhale, create space. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. One more time, inhale. Exhale, squeeze it all in. On your next inhale, you'll find your balance, find your stability. This time you'll bend the right elbow, heart is forward. Bend into the left knee. Grab for the top of the foot, ankle or shin, and kick the foot into the hand. Kicking back and up, lifting from your left inner thigh, opening up your chest, heart is forward. Now we're gonna set the right hand to the ground. Left foot is gonna come out to the left side. Come onto the right knee. Left hand is down the left leg, right arm is overhead, reaching over to the left foot. Press into the left foot, press the pelvis forward, right shoulder back. Inhale, both arms up. Left knee is gonna come meet the right. Hands to the low back. Moving into camel. So we're gonna press the pelvis forward, press the thighs forward. Widen through your collarbone. If you'd like to take the full expression, you can place the right hand on the right heel and then the left hand on the left heel. Either way, keep pressing the pelvis and thighs forward. Keep breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back to center, coming back into your tabletop. We'll take one round of cat-cow, so we'll inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, around the spine. Let's actually take one more. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale to round. Put weight into the right hand, left arm up to the sky. Circle into the wrist, going in one direction, and then go the opposite direction. Find stillness, lift the left arm, and exhale, twist, thread it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. One more time, inhale. And exhale, we'll hold left shoulder onto the ground. Right hand underneath your right shoulder. Now, you can work on your balance by extending the right leg. Maybe you just curl the back toes, lifting your right heel. Maybe you lift the right leg up to the sky. If you want more, you can bend into the left knee, lifting the left toes. This is a lot of balance. Keep breathing. If you have the left toes up, set the left foot down. Press into the right hand, left arm is forward, right leg is back, coming into a balancing tabletop. So right leg back, left arm is forward. Inhale, create space. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. One more time, inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, you'll find your balance. Bend into the right knee. Bend into the left elbow. Grab for the foot, ankle, or shin, and kick the foot into the hand. Lifting from your right inner thigh. Press the right hand into the ground. Lift out of your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Press the top of the left foot on your mat. Beautiful. Set the left hand down. Set the right foot out to the right side. Come onto the left knee. Right hand is down the right leg. Left arm is overhead. Press the pelvis forward. Get into the hip flexors. Now on your next inhale, arms up. Bring the right knee to meet the left. Hands are going to come back onto your lower back. Camel pose one more time. So press the pelvis forward. Press the thighs forward. Maybe you can go back a little bit more and maybe you reach for the heels. Keep pressing the pelvis and thighs forward. Extending vertebra by vertebra. Now come back to center. Come back down into a tabletop. And then come sit on your heels. So we're going to get a stretch through the top of your feet. Thank you. Left hand out to the left side. Right hand is on the right knee. And we're going to lift the right knee. Get a stretch through the top of the right foot. Breathe into that space. It feels really tight, especially if you don't stretch this very often or if you are a runner or you hike a lot. Now we'll set the right knee down. Right hand out to the right side, left hand on the left knee, lift the left knee. Breathing into the top of the left foot, ankles, shin. Now set the left knee down. Hands are gonna come onto the floor. We're gonna curl the toes and sit on the heels. Now if this is too much, you don't have to put all of your weight on your heels. You can bring your hands to the ground. We wanna get a stretch through the tops of your feet. So make sure that your pinky toes are curled onto your mat so all of your toes are making contact with the floor. Just breathing into the tops of your feet. Let's bring our hands to heart. Let's take 3 breaths together. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Take an extra sip of air. Hold. And exhale, sigh it out. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Take an extra sip of air. Hold. Exhale, sigh it out. 1 more time. Inhale. Take an extra sip of air. Hold. Exhale. Beautiful. Come back onto your tabletop. Just tap your toes. Release your feet. And now we're gonna curl the toes, lift the hips up for a downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet hip distance apart. Tailbone nice and high as you lengthen the spine. We'll start by pedaling out the feet, bending into one knee, and then bending into the other, making contact with the mat with your heels. Breathing in and out the nose. And then find stillness, reaching the tailbone up towards the sky. We'll walk our feet about halfway in, coming into a ragdoll shape, grabbing for opposite elbows, shaking your head, nodding your head, letting your upper body be heavy on your mat or be heavy over the legs. Now we're gonna bring our elbows over the right foot, lifting your left heel. Left heel is down, switch and bring your elbows over the left foot, lift your right heel. Keep folding over your left leg. Come back to center, and then we'll roll ourselves up vertebra by vertebra, letting our head come up last. We're gonna take a modified sun salutation. So inhale, arms up, palms press. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands can be on your mat or hands can be on your shins. Gaze forward, shoulders away from the ears, tailbone is back, crown of the head is reaching forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms up, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart. Nothing to do. 2 more rounds. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, arms up, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart. And nothing to do, arms out by your side. 1 more. Inhale, arms up, palms press. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart. And nothing to do. Feel the sensations within your body. Keeping your feet hip distance. If it's not there already, get there. And then we're gonna bring our arms up to the sky, bend into the knees, sit the hips back, weight is in the heels, coming into chair pose. Thighs parallel with the mat. Breathing in and out the nose, lifting through the chest and heart. Then we'll bring the arms back, draw the shoulder blades together, pressing the shoulder blades into one another. Keep putting the weight into your heels. Now inhale, arms up. Right hand is gonna reach for the left hand, and you're gonna reach over to the right, coming into a side stretch, a side bend over to the right. Inhale to rise, and exhale, begin to fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time we're gonna come into a plank, so your hands are gonna come to the mat, so you're gonna step it back into your plank pose. Energize through your heels, shoulders over your wrists. You can stay here or come down onto the knees. And then we're gonna lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. And then come into an upward facing dog, tops of the feet on your mat, hands underneath your shoulders, lifting the knees off of the floor. Then we'll curl the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Stay for an inhale and stay for an exhale. On your next inhale, we'll step or hop to the front of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Then we're gonna bend into the knees, sit the hips back, chair pose, arms up to the sky. Weight is in the heels, firing up the thighs. Lengthening through your side body. Breathing. Arms back, draw the shoulder blades together. On your next inhale, we'll rise up. Left hand is gonna reach for the right wrist, and then reach over to the left. Inhale up. And exhale to fold. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, step it back into your plank. We'll lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for an inhale. And stay for an exhale. On your next inhale, we'll step or hop to the front of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Then we'll bend into the knees, sit the hips back, coming into chair pose. Weight is in your heels, breathing in and out the nose. Draw the arms back, bring the shoulder blades together. And then on your next inhale, right hand is going to grab for the left wrist, reach over to the right, straight legs. Compressing through the right side, finding expansion through the left. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, come back into a plank. Lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale for an upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for an inhale. And stay for an exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Come sit the hips back, coming into chair pose, arms up to the sky. Now we'll draw the shoulder blades together, bring the heart forward. Inhale, arms up. Right hand is going to reach for the left, and then you're going to reach over to the right. So this time we'll hold here for about a minute. So get comfortable here. So press the feet into the mat. Kneecaps are lifted, quads are engaged. Hip points are up, tailbone is down. Engaging your core. Bringing the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, staying nice and open. Feeling compression through the right side and length through the left. Breathing in and out the nose, finding a lateral flexion in the spine. With every inhale, create space. Exhale, reach a little bit more. One more time, inhale. And exhale, reach. On your next inhale, we'll bring our arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, step it back into your plank. We'll lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll stay for an inhale. And stay for an exhale. On your next inhale, we'll step or hop to the front of our mat. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, fold. Bend into the knees. Bring the arms up to the sky, coming back into your chair pose. Thighs parallel with the mat. Weight in your heels. Draw the arms back. Now inhale, arms up. Left hand grabs for the right wrist and reach over to the left. So keep grounding through the feet. Feel all four corners of your feet pressing down onto your mat. Engage the thighs, kneecaps are lifting. And stay nice and open into the chest. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, maybe gazing past your right armpit. Keep breathing in and out the nose. Getting a deep side stretch. Breathing into your right side. Now with every inhale, create space. Exhale, keep reaching. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. We'll stay for an inhale. And we'll stay for an exhale. On your next inhale, we'll rise up. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, step it back into your plank. We'll lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Send the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Now we're gonna bend and straighten the right leg. So exhale to bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Now we're gonna find stillness, and then we're gonna bring the right foot to the center of your mat. So it's gonna come in between your hands this time, and then we're gonna set the left knee down, left toes are gonna come back. So we're gonna come into a low lunge. So really take your time in your low lunge. We carry a lot of stress and tension in our hips, so maybe allow your exhale to be longer than your inhale here. If you'd like a deeper stretch, I recommend taking your two fists and bringing your fists onto your sacrum so you can bring your hips closer to the mat, closer to the floor. Keep breathing and keep settling in. Now we're going to release the hands, arms up to the sky, more side stretch. So right hand reaches for the left wrist, reach over to the right. So as you're pressing the pelvis forward, you're finding length through your left side body. Now on your next inhale, arms up. Right arm is back, left arm is forward, gaze towards the right hand, twist. Bring your palms to touch. Your left elbow is gonna come to the outside of your left thigh. Work to bring the top of the right hand pressing onto the left hand. Getting your thumbs to sternum, maybe gaze beyond your right shoulder. Now we're gonna bring our hands to either side of the right foot and extend the right leg, coming into a half splits. Now try to twist your upper body over to the right as if you're trying to get your belly button over the thigh. Crown of the head is reaching forward and start to fold over your right leg. For more stability, your hands can come by your hips. To fold deeper, you can bring your hands out forward by your foot. Breathing into your to the back of your right leg. Now, inhale up, send the right toes over to the right to point to the right side, and then you're gonna fold over the right leg, getting a stretch through the inner thigh and inner leg. This is really good after running, or if you just had a long hike or you walked a lot. Now inhale up, send the right toes to point over to the left, so you're caving your foot over to the left and then fold over your right leg. Now you're getting into the outer leg or your IT band. Breathe, settle in. Lift up, right toes are gonna point up. Left hand is gonna come to the inside of the right leg. Right arm is up to the sky, twisting over. As your right hand reaches up, you can gaze towards your right hand. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring the left hand to the outside of your right leg. Now, everybody is gonna bring their hands to the outside of the right leg so you fold over your right leg. So it's a bit more of an intense stretch in your outer leg. Now come back to center. Bend into the right knee, sole of the right foot to the ground. Come back into your low lunge. Maybe you can settle in a little bit more. Now arms up to the sky. Left hand will reach for the right wrist this time, and you're gonna reach over to the left. So this will test your balance. Stay for an inhale, and stay for an exhale. This time we'll come up. Right arm is forward, left arm is back. Gaze towards the left hand. Maybe you set the left hand down the left leg, right arm to the sky, coming into a back bend. Inhale, both arms up. Left hand is gonna come to the inside of the right foot, right arm to the sky. If you want, you can curl the back toes, straightening into the left leg, lifting your left knee. Now everybody set your right hand down to the mat, step it back into a plank. And then lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Putting weight into the right foot, left leg will rise. Send the left foot to the outside of your left hand. We'll bend and straighten the left leg, getting into your hip flexors, getting into your hamstrings. And then we'll find stillness. Walk the left foot to the center of your mat. Set the right knee down. Right toes are going to come back into your low lunge, this time on your left side. So settle in. Allow your exhale to be longer than your inhale. Breathe into this pose. Now, you could take your fists and place them onto your sacrum to lower your hips closer to the ground. It's just an option. Now let's get into our side stretch. Inhale, arms up. Left hand reaches for the right wrist. Reach over to the left. Right arm is forward, left arm back. So you're twisting over your left leg. We'll bring the palms to touch. Bring the right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Left hand is going to press onto the right hand. Maybe gaze past your left shoulder, staying nice and open, bringing the thumbs to sternum. Now we'll bring our hands to the mat. Extend the left leg. Left heel to the ground, left toes are up. Now you're going to twist your upper body over to the left as if you're trying to get your belly button to the thigh. For more stability, hands by your hips. For a deeper fold, bring your hands by your left foot. And then fold over your left leg. Crown of the head is reaching towards the big toe as your tailbone is reaching back. Now let's get to the inner leg. Inhale up. Send the left toes to point over to the left. Then you're going to fold over the left leg, getting into the inner thigh and inner leg. Breathe into that space. Left toes are going to point up, and then left toes are going to point over to the right. Then you're going to fold over your left leg, getting into the IT band. Lift up, left toes are up, and set the left foot to the ground, bending into the knee or back into your low lunge. Maybe you can get deeper into your lunge. Inhale, arms up. Right hand is going to reach for the left wrist, and we're going to reach over to the right. Test your balance. Keep pressing the top of the right foot onto your mat. Inhale up. Right arm is back, left arm is forward. Maybe you take a back bend, right hand down, left arm to the sky. Inhale, both arms up. Right hand is going to come to the inside of the left foot, left arm to the sky. Maybe you curl the back toes and lift the right knee. Energize through your right heel. Then your left hand is going to come to the floor. Step it back into your plank. We'll lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to lift the right leg to the sky. And we're just going to send the right foot about halfway. So right toes are pointed forward. You're going to bring your left toes to point towards the front left corner of your mat. And we're going to work to bring our belly button over the thigh as much as possible. So we're trying to twist over to the right, coming into pyramid pose. Now maybe if your back is starting to round, maybe you keep your hands on your shin and work on lengthening the spine. If you want a deeper fold, you can take your hands, interlace the fingers behind the left thigh, and work to bring your hands towards your left heel. Different options. Take what works for you. we're gonna pivot over to the left, coming into a wide leg forward fold. So separate the feet. Toes are gonna cave in, heels are gonna come out, and we're gonna fold over your legs. Keep your hands at your hip crease. Crown of the head is reaching towards the ground. Now press through the feet and inhale, rise up. Bring the heels in, toes out. Exhale, bend, coming into a goddess squat. Inhale, straighten the legs. Toes in, heels out. Fold over your legs. Inhale up. Heels in, toes out, goddess squat. Inhale up. Toes in, heels out. Fold into your wide leg. Inhale up. Heels in, toes out. Exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale up. Toes in, heels out. Fold. Inhale up. Heels in, toes out. Goddess squat. Inhale up. Toes in, heels out. Now we're gonna fold over inner wide leg forward fold, and this time we'll stay. You could keep your hands at your hips, or you can extend the arms forward, almost downward facing dog. As you work to bring the tailbone back, keep straightening into your knees. Engage your inner thighs. Now we're gonna bring our hands to center, and we're gonna work to bend into the right knee. If you have Skandasana, you're welcome to come down, but it's not necessary. We're just getting a little stretch here. And then inhale, come up, and then exhale, bend into the left knee. Getting a stretch through your inner thigh. And then straighten into both legs, fold. Then heels in, toes out, come into a goddess squat. Hands are gonna come to the thighs. We're gonna dip the right shoulder down, gaze past your left shoulder. Inhale up, dip the left shoulder down, gaze past the right. Inhale up, right shoulder down, gaze past the left. Inhale up, and left shoulder down. Inhale up, and we're gonna straighten into both legs. We're gonna go to the back of our mat. Left toes are gonna point forward, right toes are gonna point towards the front right corner of your mat, and we're gonna fold over your left leg, coming back into pyramid. So your hands can stay on your shin to work on lengthening the spine, or you can bring your hands to interlace behind the right thigh and work to bring your hands down the right leg until your hands reach for the heels. Maybe, maybe not.
As if you were a mythical thing, like you were a trophy or a champion ring, and there was one prize I'd cheat to win. The more that you say, the less I know.
Now, release the hands. We're gonna turn back into our wide leg forward fold. This time, if you'd like some more opening in the shoulders, we're gonna interlace the fingers behind your lower back and bring the arms up overhead.
Begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man.
Now we're gonna mindfully release the hands. Come towards the front of your mat. Step the feet back, coming into a plank. We'll lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale for a downward facing dog. Now we're gonna step or hop to the front of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, coming up into standing. We're gonna move into tree pose. So stabilize through your left foot. Open up the right knee out to the right, like you're opening up a gate. And then you're gonna set the foot onto the ankle, the shin, or your left thigh. Now maybe you keep your hands to heart, or maybe you open up your branches out like a tree. Now we're gonna work on our balance. We're gonna step the right foot back, coming into a lunge, bending into the left knee, arms are up, lifting out of your lower waist. Now we're gonna pivot the right heel down and open up, coming into warrior two, bending into the left knee, gazing towards the left hand, shoulders over your hips, stabilize through your legs. Now on your next inhale, we'll flip both palms up, straighten the left leg, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, bend into the knees, or bend into the left knee, warrior two. Inhale up, exhale, settle in. One more time, inhale, and exhale, settle. Keep the left leg bent, flip the left palm, and reverse your warrior left arm overhead. Come back up. Straighten into the left leg. Hinge over your left leg. Left hand to the ankle or shin. Right arm to the sky. Bring the right shoulder back and the left shoulder back as you press the pelvis forward. Now we're going to step the right foot to meet the left. Fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, come back up to standing. We're gonna come into tree pose, stabilize through your right foot. Send the left foot out to the left. It can come onto the right ankle, the shin, or the left foot can come for the inner right thigh. Press the foot into the thigh and the thigh into the foot. Press the left knee back, activate the outer left hip. Your hands can stay to heart or you can open up your branches. Maybe think about what you're grateful for this evening. Or move into thinking about your intention. Now we're gonna step the left foot back. Energize through your left heel, coming into your crescent lunge, lifting out of your lower waist, shoulders away from the ears. Now we're gonna pivot the left heel down, open up to warrior two. Shoulders over your hips, bending into the right knee, stabilizing through your feet. Flip both palms up, straighten into the legs, palms together. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. One more time, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we'll hold. Keep the right knee bent, flip the right palm, and reverse your warrior right arm overhead. Lifting through your lower waist, reaching towards the back of the room. On your next inhale, we'll come up, straighten into the right leg, hinge over your right leg, right hand to the ankle or shin, left arm to the sky, right shoulder back, left shoulder back. Keeping the right leg straight. Breathing in and out the nose. Now we're gonna step the left foot to meet the right. Coming back into a chair pose, bringing the toes and heels to touch. Now we're gonna challenge our balance and work to bring the knees forward, lifting the heels. Hands to heart. Now you're gonna take your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Twisting. Inhale up. And send the left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Come back to center. Bring the toes and heels to touch if it's not there already. We're gonna separate the knees, bringing our arms forward, coming into a garland squat, letting our head be heavy. Now we're gonna sit the hips back, coming into a butterfly. So soles of the feet together, knees are out wide. We're gonna inhale, heart up, and exhale, fold over your legs. On your next inhale, we'll rise. Left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Inhale up, twist over your right leg and fold over your right leg. Hand can reach for the foot, ankle, or shin, or you can bring your hands to the floor. Now we'll invite a side stretch. So your right hand is gonna come on the left knee. So right hand, left knee. Left arm reaches over towards the right. Lifting out of your lower waist, bringing the left shoulder back. Stay nice and open into the chest. Now your left hand is gonna come behind your left hip. Left hand to the floor. Press the pelvis forward, right arm overhead, sole of the right foot on the mat. Getting a stretch to your pelvis and your hip flexors. And then we'll glide the hips back. We're gonna take the left leg and start to cradle it like a baby. So we're gonna take the left leg in between the elbows of our arms. Getting into the hip. We'll bend into the right knee. Take the left ankle to the right thigh, coming into a figure four. Press the left knee forward. Breathe into your outer left hip. Now we're gonna twist, so take the left foot, twist it over to the right. Right elbow is gonna come to the outside of the left thigh. If you'd like, you could extend the right leg. This will help you bring your hips closer to the ground if you feel that your hips are lifted with the bent knee. Now twisting over to the left, gazing beyond your left shoulder. With every inhale, you create space. Exhale, twist to the left. Lengthening the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Begin to unwind. We'll extend the left leg. Sole of the right foot is going to come onto the left thigh. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold over your left leg, grabbing for the foot, ankle, or shin. Keeping the hips rooted onto the mat as you reach the crown of the head forward, shoulders away from your ears. Getting a side stretch, begin to lift up. Left hand, right knee. Left hand, right knee. Right arm reaches over to the left. Coming up for our back bend, right hand is going to come behind the right hip, right hand to the floor. You're going to press the pelvis forward, left arm overhead. And then we'll set the hips down. Cradle the right leg, bringing the right leg to you, sending the foot and the knee in between your elbows. Maybe rocking from side to side. Then we'll bend into the left knee. Right ankle is gonna come for the left thigh and press the right knee forward as you breathe into your outer right hip. Now we'll send the right foot over to the left. Again, you can extend the left leg, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Twist over to the right. Work to bring your chin over your right shoulder. Inhale, create space. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Come back to center. We're going to come onto our back, grabbing for your knees. And then rocking your hips from side to side. Rocking on your spine. And then move into bridge pose. So soles of the feet are going to come onto the mat. Knees are going to come up. And then arms are out by your sides and start to lift the hips up to the sky. Lifting through your pubic bone. Lifting from your inner thighs. A lot of the back bend comes from the feet and your thighs. And then lower down vertebra by vertebra onto your mat. Now you can come into waterfall and extend the legs up to the sky. If you want more, you can move into shoulder stand and lift your hips off of the ground. Bring your hands to your low back, walking your hands from your low back to your shoulders until your shoulders, hips, and legs are in one long line of energy. And then begin to lower down vertebra by vertebra onto your mat. Now we're gonna move into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Resting your whole body onto your mat. If your lower back feels agitated, I invite you to bend the knees as you come into your resting pose. I'm gonna play a few instruments to guide you through your meditation. Just take rest, nothing to do. Just listen and be here. Begin to wiggle into your fingers and toes. Circle into the wrists and into the ankles. Shift your head from side to side. And begin to roll over to the right side for a fetal position, resting your head on your forearm. The fetal position signifies a rebirth and a restart and a reminder that it's never too late to start over. Now, maybe keeping the eyes closed or keeping a low gaze, begin to mindfully meet me in a seat facing me, bringing the hands to heart center. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll take 3 breaths together. On the last one, we'll inhale for Om. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Take an extra sip of air. Hold and exhale, sigh it out. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Take an extra sip of air. Hold and exhale, sigh it out. And now we'll inhale for Om. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. The hardest part of doing yoga is showing up to your mat. The teacher and student in me sees the teacher and student in you. With love and light, thank you. Every Tuesday we're here. Let me know if you have any questions. My name is Layla. If you're interested, we do hold live jazz and yoga classes. So if you're interested and you would like to know more about that, let me know. Otherwise, keep coming.